Welcome friends, this is Eli Gonzalez again, another Power Lunch, and I was here at this restaurant behind me today. I'm sure you've seen some of the pictures already. Pretty awesome place, they have really good cuisine, but it also gave me a time, because I was alone today, to actually do some reading, and while I was reading today, caught my attention as something that we could use, as internet marketers, as bloggers, things like that. Even if you're not in the business that we're in, you could actually use a lot of these things in your regular day business, and just even if you're just working for somebody, you could actually make your work a lot easier and dealing with people. And he was talking about, basically it was a story about this particular, big time magazine editor that was giving a talk at one of the New York universities. Actually, I think it was the University of New York, and he was talking about how he gets dozens and dozens of papers or articles a day going through his desk, and he could just read within a couple of paragraphs of reading whatever that person wrote. He can actually tell whether the person liked people or not. Believe it or not, that's pretty amazing, right? I think that some of us have that knack too. When you read or talk to somebody, you can tell if that person really likes people or not. Well, he can do that, and the reason that he even cared about it was because if the person did not like people, people could actually catch on to that, and what happens is that they wouldn't actually buy the newspaper or buy the magazine because of that person's writing. So it actually affected the bottom line of the magazine, whether that person liked people or not. And that brings us back to what we need to be like when we're actually writing and talking to people. We generally have to be people. It's literally wanting to take care of the person, helping the other person is what should be in our mind. One of the things that actually the same writer was talking about how when he was a little kid, he had a little dog, and he was talking about that is it's become like man's best friend, because the way that dogs are, they just can't wait to see you. They're just licking you all over and just loving you all the time, right? Nothing about the dog itself. It's all about you. And that's one of the things that you have to think about when you're doing marketing online, especially when you're doing blogging, especially when you're doing videos. You want to come across as somebody that likes people, likes to be around people, likes to give a lot of attention to people. Versus all about me, and believe it or not, that's one of the main problems a lot of people have when they're talking. They talk about I did that, it's me, and really it's nothing about you. If you're gonna be doing marketing online or offline, it's not about you. It's about how you're gonna serve that person that's listening to your message. So I thought that those two stories were pretty neat, because it's something that you can actually put into practice right away. You got to start thinking a little bit differently sometimes. I've written things that I write it, and then even if I do a video and I listen to it for a second and say that's not the best way to say something. That's not the best way to write something, because it has to do more about me than the other person. So you have to think more on those terms. What am I saying that's going to help that other person versus what did I do today, or this is how I do things. Sometimes you can talk about how you do things, but most of the time it's about the other person. You have to put it in those terms. All right, well, hopefully you got something out of this Power Lunch today. I'm glad that you guys are getting some things out of this, and we'll see you the next time. Bon appetit. Bye-bye.